We in the building, man. It's your boy JY to the VAN. I got my guy, OG Jinx D,
What's up, baby?
out here in Austin, Texas, man. He got a lot of stuff going on. We got a lot of history together, man. Just being able to accomplish things and progress our careers, and not just our careers, the cities that we are in.
For
Go
real.
on and give him an introduction, man. You from Austin, but just go on and let him know a little bit about
You already
yourself.
know what it is, man. OG Jinx D, man. Korean Williams, revolutionary activist, author, and educator too, man. Doing big business, supporting black business, South by Southwest 2024. This time, this is for the artists. That's what we doing, man. We lighting up with the artists, all the stages, bringing in big names, bringing in big groups. You know what I'm saying? We got black businesses on wheels right now. You know what I'm saying? We sitting right now in a whole mobile smoke shop. You know what I'm saying? So shout out Royal Mike Glenn. You know what I'm saying? My boy, he pulled up to work it out with me. You know what I'm saying? For the rest of the week. So y'all pull up, man. We are anything potato on 11th Street right here, man, at a Black District, original historic Black District of Austin. So when you do come, if you don't know, yes, a lot of our city has been whitewashed, but the good thing is we still have pioneers in the city from our era, 80 babies, you know what I'm saying, standing strong, copping businesses, commercial property, etc., and building right in the places where we need them at, right where we're supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? So shout out Roy Ben, everybody that's here. You know what I'm saying? Much support. Shout out my boy Vando. Much love. Good to see you. Glad to see you again. One more time for South by Southwest.
All right, man. It's like you already practiced on that, man. Like you already
Nah,
practiced on that. You rap, you're an activist, you're involved in the community, in the city. Um, the first question I want to ask you is, what happened that made you want to invest directly back into your city? Because usually, it's when things come into people's lives that they really get an idea of the impact on the situation. So I'm asking you, what kind of situations did you have to go through that started this journey for you to be the activist rapper OG Jinx D that you are right now?
already. Man, of course, it all started when APD shot my brother 12 times. You know what I'm saying? On Martin Luther King, man. In 2017, April 7th. You know what I'm saying? My brother survived the initial shooting, the initial situation. He was lied on, woke up out the coma, and then unfortunately in prison. Took us about 2 years to get his name cleared, get him out of prison, get him back on the blacktop. I was able to keep my brother with me for about 5 years. We went to civil court, went to federal court. We lost in federal court in trial after we won in criminal court, and unfortunately, my brother passed away about a year ago in his sleep in the bed right next to me due to the wounds that he had from the shooting. Still had bullets in his heart and in his lungs, and he just stopped breathing in his sleep. And but we still bounced back. I was able to get him an official holiday in the city, Pickle City Day. You know what I'm saying? November 27th. Every year we will be doing it big, celebrating, living the life, painting the city green for the fallen comrades like my brother and others who didn't actually been affected by this plague of police brutality that conquers the United States of America. So, but that's what got me started. Now we here, 3 book trilogy, author, speaking at different colleges all over the nation, falling back in Austin after about 2 years, moving outside of Austin, during the whole pandemic where a lot of lives were lost. But I seen the importance and the need for me to come back. It was a big void here in the city, man, after the George Floyd riots. And the new generation and the new Austin, we like to call it, I seen that it was a big gap in being able to do business and live in Austin and just being from Austin. So I knew that it was important for me to get back, get down here, put my feet back on the blacktop, and then also I had to bury my brother. So I buried my brother at Evergreen Cemetery on MLK, one of the first black cemeteries in Austin. You know what I'm saying? Next to a lot of legends that's in the city. Put them in there myself. You know what I'm saying? Very honored and did it very honorable. So, but for my reason of being here, I seen that there was a need for a voice. more people to be awoken, you know what I'm saying, enlightened, and step out in some of the spaces and fill some of the cracks where people won't always go. It's always big organization, big name people and shit, but they can't get to the motherfuckers who really doing bad, who really fucked up, who really looking homeless, and which homeless look so different in every form and fashion. So niggas be looking good in the motherfucker and ain't got nowhere to go. And so being able to be in that crack and be in that place and being able to be received and accepted has always been my passion, man, and helping, man. And so I'm a servant of the city, and I wouldn't rather be nowhere else but in my city, man, serving.
Okay, okay. I kind of have a question that expands past just being, here to interview. Because not only you spoke of Pickle, and not only you, but Pickle was a major influence in the way I chose to approach my career. And it's one question that I probably haven't asked you, even though we spend, plenty of time together. It's a question that I probably haven't asked you. That night that situation went down, there were a bunch of people calling you. I called you when I was coming through Austin. For some reason, I'd be all over Texas, but I was coming through Austin at that exact time.
Yeah,
I called you, and you picked up, and we talked from where I was till I made it to the hospital.
yeah.
Why? Why would you talk to me?
At that time, there was so much going on, and so many people were taking advantage of the situation. At the same time, my brother getting shot, our partners was robbing us. They was breaking into my shit, you know what I'm saying, stealing things and jewelry, drugs, money. Fuck it, I'm gonna put it out there. Nigga was bleeding me, and they were bleeding us, but they ain't know my brother was alive. See, didn't nobody know he was alive. They thought he was dead, but he wasn't dead. He was shot 12 times. He was shot in the eyes, the nose, the mouth, 2 times in each hand, 3 times in each other shoulder by a Glock, a rifle, shotgun, and a 40. And the first initial shot, the officer walked right up to him when he opened his front door and shot him right in the face. So they didn't think he was alive. They thought he was in a coma. I actually went up to the hospital and I seen this chick. She looked familiar. I didn't know her name. And I walked up to her and I grabbed and I looked her dead in the eye. I said, man, look, don't worry about no press, no nothing. Just you ain't gotta tell me if he ever breathe. I mean, ever walk or none of that shit again. Just tell me if he don't make it. And I ain't gonna say a bitch ass thing. And she looked at me and she say, I know who you is. I got you. Boom. And she walked to the back. She came back about 5 minutes later. She looked at me. She say, your brother a real nigga. He healing back quick. I say, what? She say, yeah, you good. And walked off. And I said, hell yeah. I ain't tell nobody for like 12 hours. You know what I'm saying? So the chief of police had went out there on the news and said that my brother was dead. And he wasn't dead. And so most of the people that was calling me before you called was like, man, Pickle gone, they killed him, they killed him. And when you call, I was like, I ain't trying to hear that shit. I'm talking to you and telling you he alive. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. And you like, yeah, he alive, bro. I don't think he dead. And you the only one was in that mind frame of he alive. Everybody else was in the mind frame of he dead. And I'm like, I can't talk to these niggas. They don't know. I ain't a twin or nothing, but this nigga and me is like this. I know my body telling me he ain't dead. You know what I'm saying? And come to find out he wasn't. So the reason I stayed on the phone with you is because shit, you was claiming it in name, you was putting it in the air. I believe in God and I believe in putting stuff in the air. So I had to put it out there. I had to say it with my voice and you was saying it back with me. So I'm like, bitch, stay on the phone. Everybody else playing crazy. I'm not trying to hit this shit because I can't. I can't hear it right now. You know what I'm saying? And the craziest thing is that day hurt me more than the day I laid my brother down because my brother didn't die in the street. He ain't die pumping on no prostitute. He ain't die fucking with no sucker ass nigga. Nobody hurt him. He ain't even died when the law shot him. My nigga died in his sleep, quiet, right next to me. It was the only thing that I could not be mad about. Everything else I could be mad about. The fact that I know how people like I seen Big Pokey drop dead rapping. I'm watching people die every year in every kind of form and fashion in weird ways. Weird. Motherfuckers just drop dead. And my brother got to die quietly right next to me where he's safe. And I was able to see him last, touch on him, kiss on him last, put him up. You know what I'm saying? Like ain't nobody, he ain't got to see a white face before he die. I represent families who have to see white faces before they die, not even their loved ones. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about just men. I'm talking about women, babies, all type of things. So I consult for a lot of different things now with human rights, civil rights, police brutality, the whole 9 yards. And I see people, and most of they people are dying looking at white faces. They don't get to see their people when they die. And my brother wasn't no old lady, old man. So therefore, him dying in that manner was kind of like an honor for me, or at least me knowing God at least had my back even at the worstest time that can fold out for me. So, but to answer your question, nigga, you was speaking my language, so nigga, that's why I stayed on the phone with you.
Because that was a big part of my journey. And I've told you, but I've told you in passing, so I didn't make a big deal about it. But for me and my family, where I came from, I was getting a feeling we was headed on a trajectory that everything before it said, hey, there's a boom before the bang.
Yeah,
And we had been doing so much that I had personally begun to look over my shoulder. I was literally sitting down with family members telling them, hey, something big is going to happen. It may be bad, but then it's going to be good. So when you told me that, the only thing that I could think was, this is part of the big bad that will be big good. Although that situation had perspired that way, it was not one single point in that conversation of you telling me anything that I was like, oh, I'm not going to see Pickle no more. So that's why I felt, for me on this side, why it was important for me to stay on that phone call as well. And a lot of people in my world who see me doing stuff, who say, how can you believe? Why do you believe? How can you go further than most people? Is because I've seen things that wasn't supposed to perspire from that moment to all the moments after that. You know what I'm saying? For me, people don't know. You didn't like me. I didn't like you. But for us to be and grow to be as close as we are and as close as we had become, you are my son's godfather, bro. So for us to get on that journey and get to there.
Shout out to my baby boy, why you know what it is.
Hey, bro.
My
Hey, bro.
nigga.
Every interview, somebody got to bring him up. He gonna be famous, I promise you.
That's my nigga.
Just from association. But you know, we got a little sentimental. I got some shots in you. You got some shots in you. We about to turn up. Get a little bit
Let's
more
turn it up,
interest.
man. I'm sorry, y'all. We had to get
No.
we had to get the first part out the way. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? November 27th, forever long live Pickle Juice. You know what I'm saying? Pickle City. You know what I'm saying? Every year, legendary.
You know what I'm saying? But we about to get some more information up out of you, man.
Already.
As a rapper, who would you shine light on that's coming up that you don't think gets enough notoriety? And I'm gonna boil it down to two.
Two,
Two.
two.
Yes.
Do I have to pick like from around the world? Can I pick
No,
from my
from
city?
Austin.
Bet. Appreciate that, man. Cause you know I gotta say what's up with my city. So for sure, man, you know I'ma fuck with Duda. You know what I'm saying? Everything that come out of NFL, you know what I'm saying? Shout out my nigga Doodle, you know what I'm saying? I think he slept on for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. And the whole Killer Click camp, man. I ain't bullshitting, man. I got some boys that's coming through, man. Flex more, he up next. Shout out Go Go, Spook, you know what I'm saying? We still got gangsters out here putting in work, you know what I'm saying? But hey man, that's who I want, man. I want to see my nigga Duda and his whole team, man, get out there.
All right, all right. And then on our journey, you went from kind of being, j- not just a guy out here, but you just a dude out here doing this, doing that. Now you are a established individual in the city who stands as a pillar. From going to that person to this person, how does that make you feel on being able to accomplish this that you've accomplished, Mr. Author, activist, philanthropist out here, you know?
I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't really look. I'm a Leo, so Leos we got the capability to get over shit real fast. So you know what I'm saying. People be like, "Why you don't celebrate?" Or I guess they expect me to kind of like lash out and just be a little bit more loose when good shit happen or I get awards or whatever whatnot. But the truth is the work is so real and the harvest is so full and the workers are so few. The shit I do, it ain't nothing to clap about. It really don't be nothing to really celebrate because it's a consistent work. It's like okay, we gotta do another one. Then you gotta do another one. Then you gotta do another one. And shit, that don't make no motherfucking nigga that serve everything, man. That don't make you happy. You know what I'm saying? What make you happy is just hearing maybe the stories. The stories from individuals that come and get you that you don't never put out there. You know, I never tell them their names or whatever, but they jams me up and say, nigga, you the reason why I'm doing this. You the reason why I'm doing that. A lady, I walked through Givens Park yesterday, right? Go show my boy Go to Murrah, cause we got my boy with the Murrah of pickling everybody on in Eastside Givens Park. So if you ever come to Austin, go to Givens Park, you'll see Mirror Legends of Austin because one thing for sure I made sure this city start painting a picture of black people who actually serve this city, man, serve justice to this city and put the name and the culture in this motherfucker. Put their face on the wall so when people come through here, they see them, whether they here with us or not. So that is displayed at Givens Park. So I was taking him through there, and the lady came to me and she stopped me and she say, Clarine, I want you to know you made me quit my job. And I say, what? I said, what you mean? Why you quit your job? And she was like, because you made a post. I was working for the mayor. And you made a post about how he was sending out state troopers to actually focus on black and Spanish bodies. She say, I actually seen your TikTok walk into the office and ask him some questions. And the way he talked to me, I knew that you wasn't lying. And I quit. Now, I thought she was about to cuss me out. Because anybody say that I made them lose their job, I'm thinking them fighting words really from that black person. I'm about to go upside your head, motherfucker. You fucked out my money. So that's what I'm thinking about to happen, but that ain't happened. She like, no, you was right. This nigga made us vote for him and he's out. So I say, okay, that's good. Thank you, because I don't want you to hit me in front of all these folks and somebody catch me on camera and blast me and then they get monetized off me getting slapped by a female I ain't never seen in my life. Right? So, but the good thing is stuff like that happen and that keep me going because the work I do is just it'll never you can't never pay for it. It ain't really about no money. We'll get the money and we do other things to get money. Right? I got places of business here. You come to my barbershop at Cal's. 7112 Ed Bluestein on Springdale on the east side. Get you right. You know, we got places of business. We're doing things, and that was the reason why I got back. Shit, that's why I came back. Make sure that you have identity in your city. Other than that, you just gonna be going to go visit places and be like a motherfucker that transit anyway.
No, you speaking facts, man. You speaking facts. Well, since we in Austin, and you know, the motto in Austin is keep it weird. What is two of the weirdest things you've seen while you been in the city?
Man, I'm from Austin, so how about this? Ask these beautiful people in behind me. Matter of fact, let them introduce themselves real quick and then ask them that question, because that's kind of like me being from Austin. There's no such thing as all the shit that I've seen weird. So, you not from Austin?
Well, hold on. That means you have a.
You from Austin, right?
No. I'm raised here.
Okay, you.
No, I was raised here. I've been here for like 15
You not from Austin. So, boom. We're going to ask.
You are from Austin.
I know, but it is.
So that means if you say it's weird,
I can't. I don't.
I've been here for a short. Traveled a lot.
I don't know.
If you woke up, been coming in the house, been born and raised.
Listen what I'm saying.
Say, hey, bro, it's 10 things that I seen that I was like, bruh.
I think.
Listen what I'm saying. I'm from Austin, so it's no such thing. I done lived my whole life. I done see every weird thing that ever happened.
All right.
So if they visit, trust me, they will have more of an experience.
I can tell you what's weird.
Tell them.
So, but this occurs in every city across America, and not just in Austin. I feel like government assistance, homelessness, that shouldn't be a thing. There should be housing for everyone, free housing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No one should have to deal with living on the streets or having to deal with that. Like, at least, you know, it don't have to be big perimeter, square feet, square footage, but like a roof over our head is something that a lot of people take for granted.
Like they put jails, why not?
I just feel like housing,
shelter. That's the weirdest thing.
Yeah, that's the weirdest thing.
What about you?
That's the only thing. It's so deep. But
Man, I seen a naked white lady walking in downtown with a jacket. The only thing she had on was the little jacket.
That's not weird.
She had a little jacket.
That's not weird.
You ever seen a rat this big?
I see that so much.
That's not weird. That's not weird.
New York,
you go to 6th Street, you see those every
So
day.
why was everybody else looking at her like, okay?
I mean, no, yeah, we're gonna. It's like you're gonna look for a second, like, but you're not gonna keep.
Ask him. I want to know what you think. What you got? What you got? What's the weirdest? What's the two weirdest things you done seen, Scoop?
All right, this bitch was homeless and I found her on Tinder.
Oh.
So I believe, like, bitch, you shouldn't be homeless if you on Tinder.
Well, you should be on Tinder. She was homeless.
I didn't know she was homeless. How I know she homeless?
Why
She
did you
on
house
Tinder.
her?
Huh? Why not house her? Let me tell you what happened. Okay, all right, this is what happened. I took listen, huh?
Is she cute? You
Up
always
ahead, she was all right, but I blocked
Alright,
that bitch. No, but listen, look, check it out. I took her to Papacito, you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Right, I'm trying to do
a homeless lady out to
I didn't know. I picked her up on the street, but she didn't look
Cell phones getting taken off.
You guys start hearing him. You guys
She didn't look homeless at all.
Cause she woke up, went to the Pine J's, took a shower.
Yep.
For probably $1.50.
It don't cost that much.
Spray some good perfume.
It don't cost that much to be cute.
And
You probably thought she was all natural.
I thought she was not all natural. I thought she at least had some to stay. Anyway,
Damn.
I took this bitch out, or her out. I don't want to call her a bitch, but made me mad.
The bitch.
I get the man tomorrow. It's some motherfucking ribs and chicken fajitas, little deal. Now, I don't eat it all. I usually take it home. This bitch is a whole meal. A whole meal. So then I'm like, all right, that's what's up. Exactly, I'm getting a motherfucker. I'm getting a motherfucker.
But she had a good man.
Right. So like, we in the car and shit. I'm like, hey, you want me to drop you off? Where you want me to drop you off at? This bitch said anywhere. I'm like, this bitch must be playing with her. You know what I'm saying? So I just,
She not even playing it smooth. She not
I
even
said,
drop me off at
right.
this
So
apartment.
I'm like, you wanna smoke? She was like, yeah, cool. So
Oh,
I
you
smoked.
smoke with You got her high.
You got bum.
Damn, he courted the homeless.
So look, right.
You know,
I smoked with the motherfucker. So
That's
then
bougie homeless.
I asked her again. I say, you want me to drop you off at? This bitch said Lady Bird Lake. So then I'm like, what the fuck? There's a serial killer out there. There's a serial killer. I'm scared now.
Whoa.
So I locked the doors. You know
Ain't
what
they calling
I'm saying?
dead bodies over there?
I don't know. It's just apparently to the news.
It
Yeah.
is.
To the news, yeah. So look,
That's how I say.
Pflugerville.
If you homeless, Pflugerville.
I took her to Lady Bird Lake, and we'll be going. It's a tent right there, and she's like right here. I'm like, what? Like right here. So I let her out, and she went to the motherfucking tent. She yelled Gary twice. Some motherfucker came out of the motherfucking tent, unzipped that bitch, and gave her a hug, and took her in the tent. Then zipped that bitch back